Good morning. Good morning. Hi, this is your girl Luana. I am coming in to you today because I want to talk about stepping into your purpose. Um, it took me a while to realize that God was tugging at me, and He's been tugging at me for a very, 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 very long time. But I chose to ignore Him. I chose to ignore the fact that He was actually doing something in my life. So today is the day that I decided to step out of my comfort zone and step into my purpose. Um, in order to even get to what God is trying to do with you in your life at this particular time or moment, wherever you may be, you have to get out your comfort zone. You have to be uncomfortable. That's what you have to do, be uncomfortable in order to get to your purpose, in order to step into your purpose. Um, I'm going to tell you this story. You know, it's for me, God was tugging at me a very, very, very long time ago. I think my daughter was like 2.5 years old, my youngest. And I was at this church here in Texas, out like in the Duncanville area. I was on my way to the restroom to take her to to the restroom. And this lady that was standing there, what you call them? The usher. She looked at me and she said, "Good morning, evangelist." And I turned around and I looked and I was like, "Is she talking to me?" And she said, "Yes, I'm talking to you." She said, "Good morning, evangelist." I said, "Good morning," and I walked onto the restroom and I went back to sit down and enjoy the church service. I never thought of anything of it at all. I was like, okay, maybe she wasn't talking to me. Maybe, and that, yeah, but she was. That was God talking through her to me to let me know what God had for me in the future. But I wasn't ready to accept it at that particular time in my life. I was too busy doing me. I was too busy wanting to do what I wanted to do. And that was the wrong path I took. But that was the decision. That's what made God so great, because He gave us the ability to choose what we want to do, what path we want to take, which way we want to go, this way or that way. Either way it go, you can go down the path to righteousness and be blessed, or you can go down the path of destruction. And I think I went down. I totally went wrong down the wrong, completely path. Um, but as of today is the day I decided that I was going to step into my purpose, and this is the reason why I'm making this video. And I haven't did it before because the simple fact because I was afraid of being judged about the way I talk, the way I speak. I'm dyslexia. Uh, I, I don't comprehend things quickly, but one on one, step by step, I get it. I get it done. But I was allowing those things, those thoughts in my head to paralyze me and cripple me from doing what God had called me to do. That was fear. Fear was the cost of me not being able to step into my divine purpose, my God given purpose. But today is the day I decided to do it. But there are some things that, we all have to go through. There are many things that we go through in our life, in our journeys, from a childhood all the way up to now. I'm going to use me for instance. All the way from my childhood, I wanted to be in a home with my mother and father. That didn't happen. I was raised by my grandmother. Not saying that it was bad. It was good experience. I was still able to see my mom and my dad at particular times in my life. And then I went on, to my marriage, betrayal of my husband, stepping out of the marriage, completely making a whole new family. That's what happened. And after 2020, that was life changing. February 2020, my brother was shot and killed by his girlfriend's brother. He took my brother's life. And that was in a moment that I realized that life is short. And we have to actually, not just life, period. 2020 came in like a tornado, a F5, pretty much. It took away our finances. It took away our time with our families. Being able to get with your families or being able to be in a gathering with your family. It took us into completely lockdown. And during that lockdown period, I didn't know it at that time, but I know it now. I was depressed. I was simply depressed. February hit, my brother death. March, lockdown. Finances went up and down, up and down, up and down. And I don't, you know, it was a lot for everybody. But my point of saying all that is to say that we go through different things on our journey in order to get to our purpose. We go through so many things. But in order to get out of those things and to step into our purpose, we have to let all that stuff go. All of it. I have let all that go. All of it. I couldn't be here today talking to you if I hadn't let it go. So, in order to step into your purpose, you have to be completely honest with yourself. You have to be true to yourself. Be authentic to yourself. Being able to be authentic to yourself allow God to be able to intervene in your life, be able to take over the things that He needs you to do for Him, not for you. Back then, I was living for me. Now, I'm living for the Holy Ghost. I'm living for the Spirit. I'm speaking out for the Spirit. I'm speaking out to build the kingdom. There's no more playing over here at all. There's no more of me. It's all of Him. Step into your purpose. Get out of your comfort zone. Do things that make you uncomfortable. Talk to people. And I lost my train of thought. But talking to people allow you to understand their story. And either way you go, in order to get to your purpose, you got to be able to tell your story. Your story is what will be able to heal somebody else that is going through the same particular thing that you might have gone through, but at a different time in their life. Give all of you to God, all of you, everything, in order to be able to get on the other side of the cross, where all your blessings and your promises that God has for you. You have to get out your own way. Get out of your way. Your way. Me. I had to get out of my way in order to get there. I had to be able to understand that God was working with me a long time ago. He was tugging on me a long time ago. But I just wasn't ready to accept the fact that I didn't want to accept the fact that I wanted to go that way. I was kind of afraid. I don't know why I was afraid, but I was afraid to actually accept and do what He wanted me to do, because it's not that I was afraid to do it. I think I was afraid about what will come from it. And the only thing that will come from you doing what God asked you to do is you stepping into your greatness, stepping into your purpose. That's the only thing. So you guys, that is all I have to say today. But I would like to tell you, get out of your comfort zone in order for God to be able to bless you on the other side of the cross with all the things that He already promised us. He promised us that He would never leave us nor forsake us, that we can do all things through Christ that strengthens us. He is the head, you are the head, and you are not the tail. You are more than a conqueror. You can do all things through Christ. I said that, but I'm going to say it again. But you just have to get out your own way. Change the way you think. Your mind is what's keeping you from your destination. Your mind. Your naysayers. That's what I call them. Your naysayers. Your naysayers is, you have those naysayers here in your physical world, and you have the naysayers up here in your mind. They are keeping you from your destination. And those naysayers is the fear that you think about in order to get to your destination. It's stopping you. Stop letting the naysayers stop you. Don't let them stop you anymore. Continue to do what God wants you to do. Be authentic to yourself. Be true to yourself. Tell your story. That story is powerful. It's going to change so many people's lives. So many. You just don't know it yet, but it's going to change somebody's life. That's what I wanted to talk to you guys today about. It's getting out of your comfort zone. Be uncomfortable in order to step into your divine purpose. Your God-given purpose. Your life was already ordained for you at birth. God already knew your journey before you did. He already know what you was going to do, what path you was going to take, and how you was going to react to it. He know this. He made you. He made me. He made us. So we are some powerful beings. And what I love most about being so powerful is that God allowed us to speak things into existence, to speak it, and it shall come to pass. Anything you speak into existence, you're going to activate it in the spiritual world. But you will have to walk by faith and manifest it in the physical world. This is all on you. It's up to you. If you want to change your life, if you want to do something different in your life, stop letting opportunity pass you by because you're afraid to take it. Stop living in fear. That's what the devil feeds on. He loves fear. He loves to take it in because the more you fear, the more you're going to be comfortable in that spot you in that you was in last year. Get rid of that fear. And kick it in the butt and send it back to the pits of hell from where it come from, because that's where it came from. That is where it come from. So send it back to the devil. Send it back to the sender. Don't speak it over your life. Speak life and prosperity into your life. You cannot be able to help anyone else if you're not able to help yourself. That's how I start. Being authentic to yourself, being true to yourself, understanding who you are and whose you are is what's going to get you to be able. It's going to allow you to step into your purpose. But you can't do that if you're lying to yourself. Stop lying to yourself. Be who you are. Be who you are called to be. Live out your God-given purpose that God gave you. And you will start to see things. You will start looking at life different. You'll start looking at the world different. You'll start looking at your circumstances different. You will understand that you can say anything positive and God is going to make it come to life. Anything you speak, anything you say behind I am, because I am is very powerful. And anything you say behind I am powerful, I am rich, I am wealthy, I am healthy. Whatever you say behind I am, you become it. It becomes your reality. So watch what you say and say it. Use wisdom about what you're saying now in this season, because this is the season of blessings and prosperity. Now, this season, the one we are in now. That's why all this is taking place. All this virus and people, things God is trying to get us to hear him. Listen to the voice of God. Harden your ear to the voice of the Lord. Be healthy. Stop eating all these things that does not resonate with your spirit, that does not allow you to hear God clearly. Those food are compressing your thoughts. It's compressing your connection with God because you can't hear his voice. Yeah, I was there last year and the beginning of this year when I decided to change my eating habits. When you change your eating habits, you allow God to come in. You allow God to you are allowing God to come into your life, and you will be able to hear the things that he wants you to do for his life, because your life is not your life. Your life is God's life. Your life is for him. You are living for the kingdom. That's who we are living for. We are not living for ourselves. We're living for the kingdom. We're here to build God's kingdom. And with that being said, you guys, I'm done for today. Step into your purpose. Step out of your comfort zone in order to do so. Be real to yourself. Be authentic to yourself. Love yourself. Appreciate who you are in your skin. And God will do the rest. And this is LaWanda with Real Talk. Thank you for watching me today. And as I would say when when I end this video, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And you guys have a blessed and prosperity day. And do something creative. Bye.